Okay, for a seated shoulder press, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you've got a good footing on the ground. You don't want the legs to be out here. Full foot, flat on the ground, and really push yourself back into the bench. So really dig the feet into the ground and get a good stance. From there, taking your weights up, you're pressing straight up, overhead, nice and steady on the way back down. So as you press up, you're really digging into the ground with the legs as you press up. The main thing with these that people get wrong is they flare the elbows out too wide. So you'll come out here, big stretch across the chest, elbows out really wide, and you're pressing up like this. When you press that way, it puts a lot of pressure on the shoulder joint as opposed to the shoulder muscle. So instead of having it out here, tuck the elbows forward slightly. It's gonna be much nicer on the shoulders. So instead of being really wide out here, the dumbbells forming that straight line at the top and a straight line at the bottom, tuck the elbows forward slightly, and as you press, the dumbbells will make more of a V shape at the top. That's gonna be a lot easier on the shoulders. The other part to consider with a seated shoulder press is the angle of the bench. So you can be pressing from here, where the bench is set up at roughly 90 degrees, but again, sometimes that can put a bit too much pressure on the shoulder joint. So if you take the bench back to around 60 degrees, instead, you'll be leaning back just slightly more, but pressing from here can feel a lot nicer on the shoulder, especially if you have any kind of shoulder pain or injury going on. So making sure that the elbows aren't flared out to the sides, you tuck them forward slightly and press from here as opposed to back here, and then going with a little bit more of a recline on the bench can fix a lot of shoulder issues.